Hi there, if you are watching this, it means that I have lost my internet connection for the evening because of a storm that's blowing in. I live in southwest Kansas, and so who knows what happened. My internet has been kind of screwy today, as you may have noticed from my live posts, so I apologize for any trouble that has caused anybody. So I am doing something a little bit differently today than I have done before in a meeting or in a party. And I was really excited to go live and get to meet with all of you and see your reactions live as I show you these books, but I just guess it didn't work out. When Martha told me about her friends that she was going to be inviting to the party, I was really excited. One of the reasons I love Usborne is our amazing diversity in books, and not only different subjects and formats, but also they actually display a lot of diversity, which I'm really excited to show you. I hope that you read my little intro bio in the first post on the party, but if you haven't, I'll just summarize in a couple of sentences. A little bit of my background. My husband and I are licensed foster parents in the state of Kansas. We have not had any foster kids yet, and we won't until at least the summer. But we have a little bit of experience, at least with the classes and all of the processes that we've had to go through to get licensed for foster care. My husband also has two adopted siblings who are African American, and a couple of others who have been semi-adopted, who come from various different ethnicities and socioeconomic backgrounds. He also spent most of his childhood in Africa, and we both traveled around the world a lot. So needless to say, diversity and experiencing different cultures is really valuable to us, and we just love some of these books because of what they can do. So I wanted to start out, I'm trying to figure out where to look at the screen, so I guess just straight ahead. Anyway, I wanted to start out by showing you some books that just exhibit the diversity that is displayed in our books. So these aren't books that are necessarily trying to teach about diversity or dealing with people with different types of people, but it's just part of the story. And so I think that's really valuable, really important. So the first one is You Choose. This is one of our favorite books. It's all about choosing who would you pick for family and friends. So many different options, from vampires to Santa Claus and pirates and everything in between. What would you eat? Sorry, I'll try not to have there be a glare on the page. What would you do for fun? So again, this one's just fun, different. It shows all kinds of different everything, and so that's really fun. Our Muddle and Match series is also really great. This is Muddle and Match Jobs, and it has everything from a plumber to a teacher and a baker. And you can see as I'm flipping through, these are so fun. You can make zany, wacky pictures, and they have wonderful vocabulary that goes with them. But again, they have lots of cultural diversity and ethnic diversity, I guess is the better term. So they're really, really fun. I love our first questions and answers books. This is How Do I See? Each question, and so this book is about our senses. So each question or each page asks a big question. How do I see? How do I hear? How do I smell things? And then each flap has a question on it. Is my trunk really a long nose? Yes and no. It's a long nose and an upper lip. So I really love these. Again, each flap has a question. You lift the flap to find the answer. They're really fun, probably for ages 3 to 5 and older. Our sticker dolly dressing books and just sticker dressing books are really fun. They're a very unique sticker book that I really enjoy. So this is a mini version. I don't know that it's available for ordering right now, but we have these scenes in our sticker dressing books. This one is princesses, so it's little girl themed, with these princesses who need their clothes put on, and so it's like paper dolls. Then the stickers in the middle are the clothes that you can put on the princesses. So again, just an example of diversity in skin tone and hairstyle and just fun look at different pretty girls. Another one that is really neat, I recommended this, I think, to Martha, is Tell Me a Story. I love this one. It's a great inspirational book for your aspiring creative writers. Tell me a story. Send me a story down a river or sea. Send me a story to bring you closer to me. Send me a story about traveling so far. Send me a story about just who you are. So it's a really wonderful, fun, whimsical pictures of these kiddos in all kinds of different settings. Really, really, really fun. So I really like Tell Me a Story. It's especially great perhaps if you've got grandkids that you don't get to see very often, or nieces or nephews or something like that. Finally, in this category, I love Animally. This is one of my all-time favorite books to read to Corbin, regardless of what day it is or how often it's been since I've read it. I love reading it all the time. I love you cutely like a koala. I love you briskly like an impala. I love you hungrily like a shark. I love you musically like a lark. So it goes through all of these different ways that we love our kids, kind of with an animal theme. I love that it has these thick, plasticky pages. They're kind of halfway between regular paper and board book pages, so it's really great for like ages 2 and up, maybe even younger. But here's why I'm recommending this book, kind of in this context. I love you birdily, buggily, animally. I love you so, for you're my family. I love the picture of the family at the end. Who knows what that family's story is? Maybe it'd be fun to kind of talk about that and kind of make up a story with your kids as you're reading. But however the family's put together, that it's a great book to celebrate family. Now I'm going to move into some books that continue to show diversity, but these, part of the point, I think, in these books is the diversity. So the first one I love is this Little Artists series. It's a box set of 4 little board books. And the box is super sturdy, so I love that. And so are each of the books. They're short little books about these kiddos who are artists. This is Ruby, who is a little fashionista. And then we have Mondi. This is my son's favorite. He loves Mondi and his band. Mondi is a musician. Nina is a ballerina. And Carlos is a painter. I love this set. It just warms my heart about how each of these kids does totally different things, and but they're all still artists, and it's so fun. Another one I love is Dan the Taxi Man. I'm going to read you just a little bit. Here's Dan, beep beep, the taxi man. Going to the show and picking up the band. Climb inside while you still can with Dan, beep beep, the taxi man. And Dan goes around picking up, sorry I'm holding it awkwardly, members of the band. Stop, here comes Maureen with her tambourine. Shake a shake crash, shake a shake crash. Stop, here comes Tyrone with a saxophone. Squibbity dee, squibbity doo. They're going around picking up all of the band members. And you can see, again, it's just a wonderful, fun celebration of different people from different places coming together. And finally, at the end, after all of these wonderful, fun musical sounds, they realize that something's missing and they really need Dan Beep Beep, the Taxi Man. So I really enjoy this book. It's fun. Next, this is new in January, and it's so special. Babies Come from Airports. Now, this is a story about a family who adopts their kids internationally. So it starts out with kind of a picture board, where they come from. Mom has gone off to get their new little sister from Beijing. And this little guy is at home drawing pictures of all the things that they're doing while they wait for mom. And his brother tells him that babies come from airports. And dad says, no, babies come from labor. Just ask your mom. But they run to the airport and they eventually find mom. And here, some babies have a gotcha. Today is my sister's day. So gotcha day is, in case you aren't in the adoption circles, which you probably are, but gotcha day when you get to go home to your new home. Some babies have a gotcha. Today's my sister's day. And when she's big like me, I know exactly what I'll say. We met you at the airport. I waved at planes above. But right now, all she needs to know is babies come from love. So just a beautiful, sweet story kind of from the kiddos' eyes about adoption and what that looks like in a family. Now, this next set of books is celebrating differences among kids. So these first couple are so fun. Bob is a unicorn and Cordelia. Both of these also have plush toys that you can buy that go along with them. Here's another plush toy from a different book, Jonathan James and the What If Monster, which is a perfectly wonderful book. This is our What If Monster. But, these two books are just so fun. So first, Bob is a unicorn. So each page, we don't see Bob until the very end, but he's talking to his friends and he's asking if they can figure out what he is. Well, today I'm being a unicorn, but nobody gets it. They think he's just being silly. And then finally, this beautiful fairy says, oh, what a beautiful unicorn you are. There's Bob as he sees himself. And there's Bob at the end with his fairy friend. So really fun about how kids can use their imagination and pretend. Next is Cordelia. Cordelia can fly. She flies over the ocean, up with the birds, and she flies all over until one day she just gets tired of explaining to people that she can fly when nobody believes her. She stops flying around, and look at this. She's losing color. Can you see that? Now she's all gray. And finally, she just gets tired of sitting around and moping and decides to start flying again. So again, just a fun, sweet story about believing in kiddos and encouraging them to do what they want to do. This next book is so sweet, Jessica's Box. Jessica is going to a new school, and she's nervous about how is she going to make friends. And so she takes a box to school with her every day. And every day she puts something new inside to try to entice people to come talk to her to help make friends. And finally, at the end, she didn't put anything in her box. She just kind of gave up and put the box on her head. And then this little guy comes up, found you. Jessica peered out of the box. Now you have to find me. Count to 10. So she starts playing hide and seek. And her sister at the end says, you must have had something very special in the box today. I did, says Jessica. So really fun book, celebrating differences, but also just celebrating kids being kids and loving kids and getting to know them for who they are, not what they have in a box. So really sweet. Finally, in this category, I really love this other brand new book, Can I Join Your Club? Duck is going around, I say brand new, it came out in January. We've had new releases since then, which I will share with you later. Duck wants to join all of these clubs, but he can't ever seem to make the cut. Everyone says, application denied, says Lion. Application denied, said Snake. He just can't seem to make the cut. He can't fit in. And so finally, he just decides to make his own club. And at the end, Tortoise joins his club. And the only thing that Tortoise has to do to be part of the club is answer a simple question. Do you want to be in a club with me? Says Duck. Yes, please, said Tortoise. Duck put down his pen. Application approved. And they create their own club that's called Our Club for anybody who wants to be in it. So again, just a really sweet book about including others and sharing life together and enjoying together. So that's just a small sample of some of our wonderful, wonderful books that deal with diversity. I want to show you a couple more. These I like because of maybe their setting or just exploring their cultures. So first is Double Trouble for Anna Hibiscus. We have a chapter book series about Anna Hibiscus as well as a couple of picture books like this one. Anna Hibiscus lives in Africa. I do not know where in Africa. Maybe it doesn't specify. But in this one, she gets 2 new brothers. And it's Double Trouble for Anna Hibiscus. This is just a fun look at life in another culture. So it's really cool. I also love our geography encyclopedia. I don't know if any of your readers are going to be quite at the age to enjoy this soon, but it is definitely an investment that is awesome. It takes us all around the world looking at different peoples and cultures, ways that they dress, things that are around them, animals in the area. Really fun. I love this book. It's solid and sturdy. Our encyclopedias come in 2 different formats. This is the full-size format. We also have a reduced format that's just a little smaller and it's not hardback. So this one's going to last you for a long time. It's also an internet linked book. So whenever you see boxes like this, it means you can go to the website listed and learn even more about the subjects you're reading about, which is really fun. So I love our encyclopedias. Now, we have a few books that are about language learning. Lots of them are in English, but we also have some My First Word book in several different languages. But I wanted to show you this really, really, really neat book. So this is Listen and Learn for Spanish words. There's also French and English and first words about me or something. So in this little envelope are several different cards. I just removed one. So I'm going to stick this card in this little slot. And I've turned on the book already, and now I'm going to press on this picture. And I might have actually turned it off. Let's see. Oh, you had to go at the top. There we go.
El camión de bomberos. El patín del diablo. El camión.
So it's just amazing how it works. And then I can flip over the card. I'll hit go again.
Los animales.
And now.
El tigre. El león. La rana.
Really, really fun. I love this, how this is set up. So there's, like I said, 4 different books in this series, the Listen and Learn series. Really fun way to learn another language or brush up on language that maybe doesn't get used a lot, but you'd like it to be. So that's really fun. Now, for the rest of the party, I will be posting videos of some of our most popular books, so you definitely want to check that out. Please send me a personal message or tag me, use the @ and then my name, and I should be able to see it in the comments. If you have any questions or you're looking for something specific, we do have a few books in Spanish, not as many as I wish we would. I actually shared a graphic that showed our Spanish books in one of the pre-party posts, so check that out and let me know if you need help finding any of those. When you go to check out, make sure that you see Martha's name at the top before you check out. If you use the link here on the party page, you shouldn't have any trouble. So I'd love to hear what you all thought about those books. They're just so heartwarming and beautiful. I love them. I wish that I could have met you all in person here. I apologize for this issue. I guess I explained earlier where I was from, and I forgot Martha's in Garden City, so I'm in Sublette. So maybe you're having the same issues that I am. So anyway, please let me know how I can help you. I'd love to get to know some of you more. I'd love to get a party scheduled with some of you, or answer any questions about the business you might have, but those, you'll have opportunities for those later in the party. So for now, I will let you go. Be sure to comment on all of the remaining party posts, just so that I know you're there, and it'll really boost your chances to win the grand prize, which I will announce as soon as the party hits the $100 sales minimum. Thanks for tuning in. And again, I'm sorry that I couldn't be live with you tonight, but I am checking in as much as I can this evening during the storm. So have a good evening, and I will hope to talk to you all at some point soon. Okay, bye.